my friends. Happy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, April 28th, 2021. And all of our friends are going to be on Zoom today. This week we are learning two letters. We're learning the letter S. The letter S says S, like in snake. And we're learning the letter A as in apple. We're learning how to name or identify our numbers 0 all the way to 20. And we're also learning how to write our numbers 0 to 20. We're also learning how to count without skipping a number all the way to 30. And our theme this week is farm habitat. So we've been learning about different farm animals. Let's go ahead and get started with our stories. All right, my friends, so our story today is Lamb Says Boo. Wait, does a lamb say boo? Sounds strange, but let's find out if that's true or not. Bah, moo, ink, oink, nah, ma. What a racket! It was springtime and was very noisy on the farm. All the mothers were calling to their new babies. All the young animals were playing noisy games. All except for Quiet Lamb. She said, bah, in such a little voice that no one noticed her. One day, Piglet, Goat, Fowl, Calf were on their way to the farmyard to play. "Where are you going?" asked Quiet Lamb in her little voice. But they were making too much noise to hear Lamb. Lamb followed along behind. Piglet, Goat, Fowl, and Calf were still making a racket as they passed Goose on their way through the gate. They made such a racket that they woke up the little gooselings. Uh-oh, look at Mother Goose isn't very happy about that, huh? Goose was very cross. "Be quiet, you noisy animals," she honked, peeking at them and flapping her wings. Piglet, Goat, Fowl, and Calf ran past Goose. But Quiet Lamb stayed where she was. She was too scared to run past Goose. Goose glared at her. Lamb decided to go the long way around to the farmyard on her own. By the time Lamb trotted into the farmyard, Piglet, Goat, Fowl, and Calf were deciding what game to play. "Let's play hide and seek," said Piglet, who had the loudest voice. "Bah," said Quiet Lamb in her little voice. "Can I join in?" But no one heard her. "I'll be the seeker," said Fowl, who was the oldest. "You all hide in the farmyard while I count to 10. Then I'll come and find you." Fowl started counting, and the animals all ran off to hide. 1, 2. Goat hid in the stable where there was a tasty hay net hanging up. 3, 4. Piglet ran to the barn and jumped into the straw bales. 5, 6. Calf hid behind the hen house. 7, 8. And Lamb ran into the dog kennel and hid inside. 9, 10. "Ready or not, here I come," Fowl neighed loudly. First, Fowl found Goat because she was munching so loudly. Then she found Piglet, who squealed when the straw tickled her. Next, she found Calf, who couldn't help but mooing to herself. But Lamb was so quiet that none of them could find her. As they passed Lamb's hiding place, she overheard them talking. Lamb is so quiet, said Calf. She wouldn't say boo to a goose, said Goat. Aw, they're being so mean. And yet she won the game. After a while, Lamb couldn't hear any noise outside the kennel. She peeped out and looked around. There was no one there. Piglet, Goat, Fowl, and Calf had given up looking for Lamb and all gone home. Lamb went back to the field alone, the long way around to avoid Goose. She thought about what Goat had said. Bah, she said quietly. Boo, she tried instead. The next morning, Lamb joined Piglet, Goat, Fowl, and Calf on their way to the farmyard. As usual, they were making a terrible racket. As usual, Goose was cross when they woke her gooselings. Piglet, Goat, Fowl, and Calf ran past Grumpy Goose, but Lamb hung back. She took a tiny step towards Goose, and looking at her feet, she whispered, Goose stopped flapping and honking and looked at Lamb. Speak up, said Goose. Bah, bah, boo, said Lamb in a wobbly voice. Did you say boo? Asked Goose, surprised. The other said I wouldn't say boo to Goose, said Lamb. Goose honked with laughter. That's a way of saying that you are quiet, she told Lamb. I just want them to notice me, said Lamb sadly. You need to speak up a little, said Goose. They need to be more quiet. Then Goose had an idea. So Lamb needs to be louder and the rest of the animals need to be quieter. The next day, Lamb was at the front of the noisy crowd of animals on their way to the farmyard. When she reached Goose, she stopped and said to the goose, very quietly so she wouldn't wake the gooselings, Boo! The other animals stopped and went very quiet. What will Goose do, they wondered. But Goose just smiled at Lamb and waved her wing. Lamb trotted through the farmyard gate. One by one, Piglet, Goat, Fowl, and Calf copied Lamb, stopping in front of Goose and whispering, Boo, very quietly. One by one, Goose waved them past with a smile. When they reached the farmyard, Piglet, Goat, Fowl, and Calf crowded around Lamb. I didn't think you'd dare say boo to that grumpy goose, said Goat. Goose doesn't mind you saying boo, explained Lamb, as long as you say it quietly. Goose is only grumpy when you wake her goslings. From then on, Lamb played noisy games with Piglet, Goat, Fowl, and Calf in the farmyard. But whenever they passed Goose and her gooselings, they were all sure to be quiet as a lamb. What do you think, my friends? Isn't that a cute story? All right, let's go ahead and start our letter S paper, our letter S. First things first, write your name at the very top with your pencil. Then we're going to color the sock because sock starts with S. Then we're going to color our uppercase and lowercase s's. Make sure we're staying in the lines because we are not ones that scribble. And as we're doing this, we're thinking about something we can draw that starts with the letter S. Have you thought of something that starts with the letter S that you could draw on your paper? So right here we've got a draw, and I'm going to draw a snake. I'm going to make it a green snake. So I'm going to make a round head, and I'm going to make a wavy body, and then I will give it a little pointy tail. There we go. Put 2 eyes on it. I'll give it a nice little red tongue. And now I have my S for snake. All right, get your pencil, trace the letter S. And then we have to write 3 of them by ourselves. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, we have S's. Now we have to trace the lowercase s and write 3 lowercase s's. So these are looks just the same, just make them small. And then at the very bottom, we're just tracing our uppercase, or we're circling our uppercase and lowercase s's. S, 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 snaking s's. And just like that, we're done with our worksheet. Go ahead and put this in your communication folder. You guys are turning it in. And then get your letter A paper. Remember, we're doing 2 letters this week. Go ahead and write your name at the top with a pencil. And then we are going to color our A, uppercase and lowercase, and we are coloring our apple. So go ahead and color those, staying inside of the lines. So color the apple, color the A. And then we have to write something that draw something that begins with an A. And so I'm going to draw an airplane. So I'm going to make an oval. And I'm going to put a triangle on the side, another triangle on the side, and a triangle on the back. And I'll put a little window in it. And some windows along the sides. And now I have an airplane. Okay. All right, get your pencil, and we are going to trace the uppercase A right on the dotted line. You're going to write 3 A's all by yourself. 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to trace your lowercase a and write 3 lowercase a's all by yourself. 1, 2, 3. Now I want you to circle your uppercase and lowercase a's at the bottom. Don't get tricked. Only do your uppercase and lowercase a's. And just like that, my friends, we are all done. Put that in your communication folder. You are turning that in. All right, unfortunately, I see this paper did not print out very well. Hopefully your guys's did. Mine didn't do so well. So let's go ahead and write our name at the very top with a pencil. And we are filling in our numbers. We're learning to write our numbers. We have dots. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and we made it all the way to 20. Woohoo! There we go, my friends. All right, put that in your communication folder. You are turning that one in as well. All right, my friends, I'll see everybody on Zoom. Have a great day. It's snack day. We're making an edible pig. Woohoo! Bye.